What's up, guys? This is Madden Prodigy, and today I want to talk about Madden 27 because I'm going to be honest, this year feels different. I know people say that every year. Every summer we hear this Madden's different. This is the year. The game feels better and all that, but from what we've seen so far, Madden 27 has the potential to be one of the biggest gameplay adjustment years that we have ever seen. I'm not saying the game is perfect. I'm not saying that there won't be patches. I'm not saying that there won't be annoying stuff that people find in the first week. That stuff happens every year. But when it comes to actual changes, new mechanics, defensive control, custom adjustments, and the way you have to think before the snap, we have honestly never seen anything quite like this in Madden. And that is what has me excited. And for years, Madden has had a problem where too many players could just copy a formation, copy one blitz, copy a couple of money plays, and be competitive without really understanding football, or the game. You could get away with running the same stuff over and over because the game didn't always punish bad adjustments. This year, I think that's going to change. There's going to be a real skill gap in Madden 27, and I'm not talking about just stick skills. I'm talking about knowing your playbook, knowing your adjustments, understanding your route combos, understanding defensive shells, knowing when and how to blitz, and knowing when to play just different coverages and how to disguise them too. The custom macros and custom adjustments are big this year. That's definitely a huge plus for the game. And this is where Madden 27 could actually separate casual players from players who actually lab. One of the biggest things people actually need to understand, though, early is the new button configuration and adjustments. They're going to be tricky at first. You're probably not going to want to just jump into Madden 27 and instantly and hop online and try to play a game because if you do that, chances are you're going to fail miserably. Everything of the button configuration is totally changed. So go into practice mode, learn the new buttons, learn how the adjustments work, learn how fast you can set things up, and learn what carries over. Learn what feels different, because if you try this for the first time in an online game, you're just going to get frustrated. This is the type of Madden where preparation is actually going to matter, and honestly, that is a really good thing. And at MaddenProdigy.com, that is exactly what we're going to focus on this year. We're going to be heavily emphasizing custom macros, custom adjustments, defensive setups, offensive game plans, playbook breakdowns, and everything you need to actually understand the game instead of just doing random money plays, stuff like that. Oh, there's still going to be a lot of glitchy stuff. Trust me on that. We've already found some really cool things, but what I'm trying to say is we are going to be so much more in depth than we've ever been, and we're actually going to have game plans, actual game plans, and of course the custom macros and stuff like that in the game with custom adjustments already built in. Players who learn how to use these tools, they're going to have a major advantage. Custom macros and the custom adjustments are going to be a huge part of Madden 27. They may seem complicated at first, and I get it. Some of this stuff probably feels like, EA made it harder than it needs to be. But once people learn how to use it, this will completely change how serious players prepare for games. Instead of just calling a play and manually doing everything from scratch every snap, the goal is going to be having your defense organized, having your adjustments ready, and knowing exactly what you want to do against different formations. That's a real strategy, and that is why I'm excited. This isn't another year of find the best blitz and spam it. This year could be about having a full game plan, knowing your checks, knowing your counters, and knowing what to do when your opponent adjusts. That is the kind of Madden that we all want, and we've been wanting that for years, and I really do believe that we have it this year from what I've seen. I hope I'm not disappointed, but played both betas for College Football 27 and Madden, and everything feels smoother. Gameplay's different. Even if you're not using any of the custom macros or custom adjustments, you can get on the game and it just feels better. So now also we're rebuilding and improving everything on our end. Our new website, it's already live at maddenprodigy.com, and we already have Madden 27 pre-orders available. We have content being built for players who want to get ahead early, including Madden 27 offense and defensive material, tournament-style setups, blitzes, route combos, all the best coverage beaters. We're going to have tons of one-play touchdowns and stuff like that, and full game plans once the game actually opens up. Now, we have early access to college football 27 starting on July 2nd, and for Madden, of course, that's on August 6th, and can't release anything until then because of the beta rules and everything. But just know we've found some really good things both on offense and defense that are going to allow you on defense to scream at your opponents with the correct adjustments behind them, and you're going to be able to change that up easily. And on offense, offense this year is going to be, there's going to be certain things that no matter what are going to be really, really hard to stop. So, and this year, the website's not just going to be a place where you can grab an ebook and leave. We're actually going to have football strategy combined with all the glitchiness, one-play touchdowns, coverage beaters, man coverage beaters, nano blitzes, all the kind of pressure that you can actually imagine. Stopping mobile quarterbacks is going to be easier if you know what you're doing. And we're building our website into basically a Madden strategy hub. We are also later in the next probably in the next month, we're going to be adding a playbook finder, and then some other cool things like some franchise tools. And also, there's a couple things I can't really talk about that is going to be new to the Madden community. That's going to add some more depth to our website. And we're also working on some other cool tools that I can actually talk about. And one of them is a game plan app, which will help you plan games, play calling, and that type of thing. The goal here is to give Madden players more than just plays. We want to give you systems and prep tools and resources that help you actually improve, because that is where the game's going. Madden 27 looks like it's going to reward players who take the time to learn. If you are willing to lab, learn the new controls, understand custom adjustments, and build real offensive and defensive game plans, you're probably going to be ahead of most of the community early. And that is exactly where Madden Prodigy comes in. We have been doing this for over 20 years, and we're around before most of the Madden strategy sites even existed. We were one of the original sites breaking down nano blitzes, pressure setups, offensive schemes, all the glitchy stuff, And this year, with that amount of changes coming to Madden 27, experience matters more than ever. So my advice is do not wait until the game is fully out and everyone else knows the best setups. Start paying attention now, get familiar with the new adjustments, be ready to lab, be ready to make mistakes early, but be ready to learn. Because the players who figures this stuff out first are going to have the major edge. And we are extremely excited for Madden 27. We really do feel this could be one of the biggest years Madden has ever had. There's going to be a learning curve, but that's not a bad thing. A learning curve actually means there's going to be a skill gap, and skill gap is exactly what Madden needs. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, check out maddenprodigy.com, and take a look at the Madden 27 pre-orders if you want to get ahead. We are going to be breaking down custom macros adjustments, custom adjustments, offensive playbooks, defensive playbooks, blitzes, coverage beaters, and game plans. So make sure you check it out, and thank you.